A warning echoes through time. Death shall come on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king. This chilling phrase is the heart of the curse of the Pharaohs, a legend that conjures images of dusty tombs, vengeful spirits, and doomed explorers. The idea that a long-dead king could reach out from beyond the grave is the stuff of nightmares, and it's a story that refuses to fade, even in our scientific age. Yet, historians confirm no such curse was ever inscribed in Tutankhamun's tomb or any other. The famous line is a modern invention, likely crafted by newspapers. Still, the legend's grip is unbreakable. The world was captivated by the idea of ancient treasure guarded by supernatural forces. Whether real or imagined, the whisper from the tomb became a roar heard around the globe. Long before Tutankhamun's tomb was found, Egypt was a land of awe and mystery. Pyramids rising from the desert, the Sphinx's inscrutable gaze, and monuments that seemed to defy the passage of time. These ancient wonders stood as silent witnesses to a civilization whose secrets were buried deep beneath the sands, waiting to be uncovered. Temples were covered in unreadable hieroglyphs, their walls telling stories no outsider could decipher, hinting at knowledge lost to the ages and rituals performed in the shadows of stone columns. Outsiders, from ancient Greeks to modern travelers, saw Egypt as a place where the normal rules of life didn't apply, a land where the boundary between the real and the supernatural seemed to blur. Herodotus, the great Greek historian, marveled at its wonders and strange customs, describing Egypt as an upside-down world where everything familiar was turned on its head. The animal-headed gods and bizarre rituals only deepened the sense of otherness, making Egypt feel like a place apart from the rest of the world, a realm where the divine and the earthly mingled in mysterious ways. For centuries, Egypt was seen as a realm of magic and secrets, a perfect setting for tales of curses, hidden treasures, and the restless spirits of ancient kings. By the 20th century, the world viewed Egypt through a lens of wonder and fear, captivated by its monuments and haunted by the possibility of ancient powers lingering in the shadows. The idea that ancient magic could linger in the Valley of the Kings felt not just possible but inevitable, an unbroken thread connecting the present to a distant, enigmatic past. Egypt was a land of myth and legend long before Carter ever picked up his trowel, its mysteries calling out to all who dared to seek them. The legend truly begins in the Valley of the Kings, a sun-scorched ravine, the burial ground of Egypt's mightiest pharaohs. Here, beneath the relentless desert sun, the ancient Egyptians carved tombs deep into the limestone cliffs, hoping to secure their rulers' passage to the afterlife. The valley's silence is heavy with secrets, its sands hiding stories of glory, ambition, and mystery. By the early 1900s, most believed the valley's secrets were spent. Dozens of tombs had been uncovered, their treasures scattered to museums and private collections around the world. Many thought nothing remained but dust and faded hieroglyphs. But Howard Carter, a determined archaeologist, thought otherwise. He was convinced that one last royal tomb, untouched and forgotten, still waited to be found. Backed by Lord Carnarvon, Carter searched for years, finding little but disappointment. The relentless heat, endless digging, and mounting skepticism from his peers only fueled his resolve. With time and money running out, a final season was granted, a last chance. Carter and his team pressed on, driven by hope and the weight of expectation. Then, in November 1922, a water boy stumbled upon a step buried in the sand. It was a moment of pure serendipity, a simple accident that would change history forever. Clearing the debris revealed a sealed doorway, its royal insignia intact. The air was thick with anticipation. Could this be the lost tomb Carter had dreamed of? Carter's telegram to Carnarvon: "At last have made wonderful discovery in valley, a magnificent tomb with seals intact. The world would soon hold its breath." Carnarvon and his daughter rushed to Egypt, eager to witness the moment that would make history. On November 26th, Carter breached the tomb, peering inside by candlelight. The flickering flame revealed a sight unseen for millennia. Asked if he could see anything, Carter replied, "Yes, wonderful things." His words would echo through history, capturing the awe of discovery. Before him lay treasures untouched for over 3,000 years, glittering gold, intricate statues, and the promise of unraveling the mysteries of a forgotten king. The world was electrified by the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb, but soon a darker story took hold. 5 months after the tomb was opened, Lord Carnarvon died from blood poisoning after a mosquito bite. At the moment of his death, Cairo was plunged into darkness by a power outage, and his dog reportedly died back in England. Newspapers seized on these eerie coincidences, spinning them into proof of a deadly curse. Every misfortune connected to the tomb was added to the legend, regardless of fact. Thus the modern curse was born, not from ancient warnings, but from sensational headlines and public imagination. As a mystery investigator, I've seen how stories can outgrow the truth. The curse of the Pharaohs is the ultimate example. The media didn't just report the discovery, they created a narrative of supernatural terror. Even small events like Carter's canary being eaten by a snake became omens of doom. The more the press wrote, the more the public believed, fueling a feedback loop of fear and fascination. Any misfortune, no matter how unrelated, was blamed on the curse. The real people, archaeologists, workers, and their families, were lost in the noise, replaced by characters in a horror story. The legend transformed a historic find into a cosmic battle between modern man and ancient magic. The story became more important than the facts. The curse legend grew with every strange death. Financiers, princes and scientists who visited the tomb and later died. The 1920s, an era of spiritualism and uncertainty, was fertile ground for such tales. The idea of ancient power reaching into the modern world was irresistible. But, when examined critically, the curse unravels. Studies show no unusual pattern of early deaths among those present at the tomb's opening. Most lived long lives. Howard Carter himself died 17 years later of natural causes. The real explanation, coincidence, illness, age, is far less thrilling. Yet the myth persists because it's simply a better story. Behind the legend were real men, Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon, facing immense pressure and practical challenges. Carter, suddenly famous, had to manage a massive excavation and protect priceless artifacts under global scrutiny. Carnarvon, who funded the search, faced financial strain and made a fateful decision: an exclusive media deal with the Times. Locked out, rival journalists spun rumours and curses to sell papers. The curse narrative was, in part, journalistic revenge. While the world obsessed over vengeful spirits, Carter and Carnarvon battled bureaucracy, media chaos, and the sheer scale of their find. Carnarvon's death was a personal tragedy for Carter, not a supernatural omen. The Pharaoh's curse endures not because of evidence, but because it taps into our fascination with ancient Egypt's grandeur and mystery. For centuries, stories of hidden tombs and ancient spells have captured the imagination of people around the world, drawing us into a world where the line between fact and legend blurs. The pyramids, temples, and treasures are real. The curse is the thrilling fiction we layer on top. These monuments stand as silent witnesses to a civilization that mastered art, science, and the secrets of the afterlife, inspiring endless curiosity. It lets us experience the fear of disturbing the dead from the safety of our own time. The idea of a curse gives us a way to feel the danger and excitement of discovery, without ever stepping into the darkness ourselves. The story turns history into adventure, myth into reality. It transforms archaeologists into heroes and ancient priests into mysterious guardians, making every discovery feel like a new chapter in an epic tale. The legend is a testament to the power of storytelling, how modern myths can become as potent as ancient ones. Our fascination with Egypt's past is kept alive by the stories we tell and retell, each generation adding its own twist. Books, movies, and TV have kept the curse alive, blending fact and fiction until they're inseparable. Pop culture has made the Pharaoh's curse a symbol of mystery, adventure, and the unknown, ensuring it never fades from memory. Even knowing the truth, we're drawn to the spooky side of the story. There's something irresistible about the idea that ancient secrets might still hold power over us today. Egypt's wonders invite us to imagine, to fill in the gaps with our own sense of awe. Each monument, each artifact, is a doorway to the past, sparking questions and dreams about what life was like thousands of years ago. The treasures of Tutankhamun are more than artifacts. They're triggers for wonder and imagination. They remind us that the past is never truly gone. It lives on in the stories we share and the mysteries we seek to solve. The curse may be fiction, but the magic of ancient Egypt is very real. Its wonders continue to inspire, inviting each new generation to explore, to question, and to dream.